So why did the Eminem go to school? Because he wanted to be a smarty. They're getting worse, man.
Perfect.
Hello there, broskies. Erkin back here with something slightly different today. Get it? Slightly. Well, there's a reason why this is a bit of a controversial one. On today's episode, we are reviewing the Adidas Adilette 22. Now for those who have been around long enough, you all know I love Nike and New Balance. The occasional Adidas and Reebok sneakers do crop up though that I do like the look of, and this one I just had to take a peek. Not only because it does look good, but there is so much controversy around this slider. And we're going to jump into that in just a mo. But first things first, we'll take a look at the box. Now this comes in a sort of miniature style box to the Adidas shoe, and it is of course a slider box, so that's why. It is predominantly in blue, and of course it has these 3 stripes going around in white. But inside of the box it does come with this tissue paper with the Adidas branding in yellow. But on the product sticker it does actually say Adilette 22. Of course this is a UK size 10, and the code itself is GX6945, and the official colorway is Saint Desert Sand. And I thought Nike were bad in terms of colorway names, but this one is an all-time low. Now the controversy around this slider, not only does it sound like a Yeezy slide, but it also looks exactly like it too. Mr. Controversy himself, Kanye West, did go on a massive rant on Instagram, and he posted this picture that will be up right now. I'm not going to read the whole thing, so pause it if you want to have a read of all of it. But in essence, he does call this the fake Yeezy slide, and I think he's had enough of Adidas sort of taking the mick. This does look like the Yeezy slide being chewed up and spat out, and especially because apparently this is 3D printed and all, it does give it a rougher look. And my go-to slides at the moment, and I've had no problems with whatsoever, is the Nike Asuna slide in triple black. These for me are the most comfortable slides I've ever put on my feet. I've even converted my missus into getting her a pair, and she loves them. She was the sort of person that got some flip-flops from Primani and she was good to go. She weren't really bothered. But just like me, as soon as she tried them on, she can't take them off. Well, she does when she goes to work, but you catch my drift. Now the old school Adilettes have been so popular amongst people, especially here in the UK. I've never really warmed to them too much just because I've always liked the Benassi slide by Nike, and of course the Asuna slides too. But in all fairness, the cheap pricing to the OG Adilettes, I can't really blame people. Cheap and cheerful, and they actually do look decent as well. Now speaking of pricing, this Adilette does retail over here in the UK for about £45. And for what it actually is, I kind of feel like it's a bit too dear. Now it does feel so cheap in terms of the build quality and that sort of thing, but I can't lie, these are very comfortable. Now when it comes to the actual sizing, I did go one size up just because I kind of thought of the Yeezy slide, and I know a lot of people have had trouble with that in terms of sizing. But these I feel are a true to size fit. The UK 10 is just a little too big for my feet. And looking at the B-roll, I think you can kind of tell. They could be wearable, but I just feel like true to size would have been best for me. And I really do feel these are wide foot friendly. So I'm going to try and trade for my actual size and see how I get on. But overall, if I had to do it again, I would go true to size. Now there are a few colorways to the Adilette 22s that are looking pretty good. I mean, this colorway for me out of the launch colorways were the best one, but that black pair that is meant to be coming out very soon does look amazing. But it does look like the spitting image to the Yeezy slide Onyx colorway. So I guess if you don't want to pay resale for the Yeezys, then that is defo your next best option. Now, like I've said, I've never tried on the Yeezy slide, so I can't compare it in terms of comfort and fit and styling and that sort of thing. So if you're coming here for that, then I'm sorry to let you down, broskies. Now these Yeezy slides, Adidas Adilette 22s are actually pretty good looking if you ask me. It's got a weird pixelated look to it, and like I've said, from what I've heard, it is 3D printed. But in terms of the actual branding on the shoe, it is pretty subtle. On the lateral side, we've got the Adidas logo with the brand with the 3 stripes on there. And other than the Adidas logo on the insole, you can't really see much else. But then again, I guess less is actually more. I think that branding on the lateral side was Adidas's way of saying this is not a Yeezy, but you know, you can't help but compare. And it's going to be interesting to see how well these actually do hold up, because they don't feel like they've been built very well. It just feels like a cash grab by Adidas. Now we do have, I guess, to authenticate the shoe, we have that sort of sticker on the inside of the actual bridge, which does have that QR code and the sizing information as well. Now I guess if you can call this the outsole, it is very rugged here again. Doesn't look that great in terms of traction, so if you're thinking about taking these to the pool or the beach, then you might want to think again. And if you ask me, they do look like they would wear out pretty quickly. But that's it, broskies. There's nothing too mad to talk about here. It's just very plain and simple, but I guess that's what Adidas were going for. Right, can you see why Kanye West was having a pop at Adidas now? Because I can defo see it. There must be like a lawsuit coming up, because honestly, this is just like copy and paste. But anyway, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a designer, I'm just a geezer that waffles about sneakers. And this part of the video is time to give my final verdict and of course decide whether these are a buy or a buy. Now I wasn't really expecting too much from this slide. I mean, I was very intrigued by it just because of the Yeezy comparison and all. But these did sort of surprise me for the right reasons. They are very comfortable on foot, but there's just a lot that lets it down in my opinion. The build quality just isn't there, and when you're spending £45 on a slider, I guess you kind of want it to be. And also because of that, I don't think these will be holding up that well. These are definitely not those sort of sliders that you can wear out and about, just stick to Crocs or even Yeezy foam runners. But I guess there's no rules, so if you wanted to, then just crack on. But for me, these are sliders that you wear around the house, and if you just want to lounge about in, you can obviously do that. The comfort is defo there, so I can't fault it. And the actual design of it up close isn't that great. I mean, it looks so rugged, and because it is 3D printed and all, I didn't really expect anything less. Now the Asunas aren't getting traded out anytime soon, especially for these. And for the price of £45, I don't think it's worth it. Maybe for about 20 quid, I could say yeah, but for that price at retail, nah, I don't think it's there, chief. So, in my honest and humble opinion, I'm gonna have to give these an absolute buy. Although the comfort is there, I just think there's too many things that outweigh it, like the price and build quality that I've mentioned and that literal copy and paste of the Yeezy slide. But anyways, I want you to comment down below if you agree with me or if you don't. Let me know if you've copped a pair as well, because I want to know your opinions on them and how they fit and that sort of thing for you. And just like always, I will pin the best comments. Anyways, broskies, thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit me up on the IG as well, just in case you have any questions or want to show me some love. And whilst you're here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And till the next video, take care.